Hello everybody and welcome back to Divinity 2 with me, Captain Compromise. So, what did we get up to in the last episode? Well, mostly we were just here in this cathedral, basically just having a look around, and we are here. This is the beginning of the Path of Blood, where, I feel like, well, I'm not going to lie, I've done a bit of reading on this Path of Blood just to sort of see what's going on. And this may be the last episode of this series. Because once we finish the Path of Blood, we will be, I'm trying to talk here, we will be faced with the final battle. So, this may be the last episode in the series, as I have already said, which is kind of exciting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this last battle. What's going to happen? I don't know. I haven't divulged that much information. I've just basically read about the puzzles here. However, without further ado, let us continue on our journey.
Hey, me first.
Okay. Go for it. Oh. Oh, and she's dead. Why, thank you. That's very nice of you to open the door. Oh, hello. There's a lot of dead bodies here. Something did close the door. Let's check all of these bodies first. Hold on. Did we just get an update? We did. We have approached the Path of Blood. Will we be judged to be righteous and allowed to pass? Let's hope.
I'd say we're close to Lucian's body.
Well, I'd say so as well. Not sure why I'm picking all this stuff up. Because I did also read that once we sort of get into the actual path, we won't be able to go back. So all of this is kind of meaningless at this point. But you never know, we might come across something that helps us. Like this, for example. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, this is a better ring than one that we've already got on. So I will take that and I will replace. This one is that one. Let's go.
I've spotted something.
Hello, Switch.
There's a curious looking panel discreetly nestled upon the wall. Upon it is a lone button.
Take a closer look.
There's a slot above the button. It looks like something should be placed in it.
Try to fit Toy Seller Sanders' amulet in the slot.
The amulet fits the slot perfectly. The mechanisms around it begin to glow with source.
With its mechanisms full of source, push the button.
The source fades from the amulet, consumed by the inner mechanisms of the button. You produce the Scroll of Atonement and read it aloud. Gears turn behind the ancient walls, almost like they're acknowledging the words you spoke.
There's some smart gears.
A nearby hatch in the floor unseals itself.
Ooh. Let's go. How do we... Okay. I was going to say how do we get down there, but it's pretty obvious. We can just go around this corner. There was a body here, was there not? I thought there was a body in the water. You know what? Never mind. Never mind. Oh, okay, never mind. There's a ladder right there. Stones, shall I say. Right, let's go to the hatch. 80,000 experience. How lovely. The crypt of Lucian. And we have an update. We used the trick to get past the Path of Blood and proceed downwards. Indeed we did. Dude. That's a cool design. I like that. Oh right, this is a waypoint. So I think we can still leave here. We can still travel somewhere else. Oh! Which I didn't actually mean to do. The crypt. There we go. Jeez, I thought we didn't get it. I was worried there for a moment. Let's have a quick look around this place. Sure, why not? Eh. Nothing useful. So, for anyone who may be wondering, I do have some other things lined up for when this series ends. I'm not going to tell you what it is, just because I don't know how much of a reception it will
Outside of
receive.
Lucian's body.
Ooh.
Has Dallis beaten us here?
But yes, I mean, I have had a lot of fun playing this game. It's a very, it's a top tier game, probably one of the best games of 2017. We entered the Tomb of Lucian, but there was no sign of Dallis or the Eterran. Could she have beaten us here? I think maybe she might have, yes. But yes, I've really enjoyed this game. You know, I'm kind of sad that it is coming to an end, just because I wouldn't mind playing it a bit more. But then, this series has gone on for quite a long time, considering each video is like an hour long, and we're already in the 70s. So, I mean, I think we're completing this quicker than normal, because what I read online was that a lot of people spend, you know, maybe like 100 to 120 hours completing this, but I'm guessing they actually do every single thing in the game, which we haven't.
The
Let's see what
blessed
this
altar
is.
seems to want to be touched.
Move your hand a palm's width along the top of the plinth.
In the space beyond the altar, the pipework shifts.
Okay. We have to connect these pipes somehow. No, come on. So, this one needs to go to the middle. This one needs to go to the left. I'm guessing this middle one... Oh, you know what? Close that. Something that I did read is that you have to cast blood on this grate here. For what reason, I can't be
Peering
sure.
through the iron grating, you can see how it connects to the strange pipework beneath.
Oh, there you go. So there you go. We now have blood on the floor down there. That's what we needed.
Stone altar. In the space
Right. So, that is... don't move that one. Oh! God. I mean, there are multiple ways to do this, but what I saw online, this seems like it may be the easiest. I can't be sure. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. That's fine. Oh. Oh, right, no, I see. And we want to move... Ah, no, I don't. I'm so confused. Right, so this will go there, there, there. We'll come along here as well, but go up there, up there, up there. Oh. Let me have a quick look, because if I don't, this could take me actually forever to finish, which I don't really want. Oh God, where have you gone? Path of blood. Pipe. Line. Oh, pipes. Let's go with pipes. Oh no, I want pictures. Let's go to the hammerfall. Here we go. Up there. Okay, I see. So yeah, there. If we want to go this way, then up, and do that one, and then do that one. Excellent. Right, how do I activate these? I don't know. Let's look at the other one. Let's do middle. It needs to be like that. This one needs to be like that. Like that. And that. Oh God, can these not turn any quicker? This one. And that one's done, I think. Right, this other one. It needs to go up there like that. That will cross over. It does cross over. This one needs to go up. And then this one needs to go like that. This one like that. Ooh, that won't work. Right, yes, there we go. And like that. Excellent. Right, leave the altar, because now we need to cast Bless here. Here we go.
The blessed stone altar. The altar seems to respond. Beyond it, something creaks, as if the pipework was moving. The sound comes from beyond the altar, but also echoes and gurgles behind.
Oh, is it? I thought it was doing something. Not doing anything. Oh, it is doing something. How did I miss this? Right. That's a hell of a lot of blood. Oh, I see how these ones work. Because I thought maybe these would go in all 4 directions, but no, they just go in their own individual... Oh, let's try Bless again. There we go. Excellent. Oh, God. Camera, what are you doing? Can I use source vampirism on these things? I can. Sorry, Mr. Skeleton, I need my source back. Come on, come on. Quickly. Well, I say that. I don't know if I need my source back. It wouldn't surprise me if, when we get into a fight, the enemies are going to steal our source. So it may not be worth anything. So, this is the point where we can't... Well, it says we can't go back, but I think we can teleport, maybe. Hammerfall. We managed to complete a fiendishly difficult puzzle that blocked us and proceeded on. I don't think it would have been that hard to figure out just on my own. It's just a simple logic puzzle. It's not that difficult. But as I said, I don't know how long this has got left. I imagine the final battle is going to be a long one. And, you know, I don't really want this turning into like a 2-hour-long video. I'd rather get the puzzle section out of the way and done. And I just move on, you know? Right.
They shall know, Father. Only death lies beyond. Blood need not be spilled. Bones need not be broken. Preserve thyself and flee.
Nope, insist that you want to continue.
To cross this threshold is to plunge into thy grave. Do not decide in haste.
Demand passage. Right, this must be the point where it says we can't go back. So as soon as we go in here, that's it. Can't go back. We can't get any new gear. We can't do any more quests to level up. This will be it. And quite honestly, I think we're ready. I think we've got a pretty decent armory of abilities, I guess. So, let us demand passage. Please let me in.
Very well. Embrace thy fate.
I will do. Thanks very much. Hammerfall. A talking door warned us that we would die if we kept trying to reach the tomb of Lucian and told us that we should leave.
Anyway, charming.
Oh, ha! We can still leave. That's odd. Right, so this is a room with the levers. And what do we need to do with the levers? Well, we need to spell out the word power. I have read, just because it was part of what I was reading at the time, it doesn't matter what order we do these in. But yes, we will get jumped by a lot of these puppets. Basically, our main concern is getting to the buttons and pressing them. So, can I... Oh, I can't get down there. That's unfortunate. So, what I'm going to do instead is use a couple of people to focus on the minions, and then I'm going to get someone with a lot of movement, probably Dallis, to go down and get the levers. Because I don't know if when these die, they die for good, or if they respawn. It's entirely possible they might respawn. Where the hell are you going? Oh, that one's dead. Okay, that's good to know. These guys don't have any... I'm going to start off with this. Those two are dead. That's a lot quicker than I thought it might be. Wait. Is that one dead? I can't tell if that one... That one is dead, so I'm just going to hit you. There is another one here. Where are you, fiend? Oh, you're right in front of me. Oh, right, I see. This must be how they respawn, I guess. The fireball. Yeah, see, they keep respawning. This one hasn't taken any damage. Or maybe he's just immune. I don't know. Yeah, so this one won't take any damage, which is annoying. They all seem to be running towards something. He's pressing the wrong buttons. So, can you sneak? Not enough action points to sneak. What are you on about?
I felt something shift behind it.
Wait, that's R. So we need O, W, E, and P. S, no. T, no. O. O will do. Power. Orifice manipulator. That doesn't sound good, does it? Hazardous concoction generator. Lovely. So, what do we need now? We've done R and we've done O. We need, oh, sorry. W, E, and P. W, E, and P. Right. Let's have a look for these buttons. Not buttons. Levers. What are you? E. You are an E. You know what? That's fine. You're gonna take some damage, but it's not too bad. Right. You move over here. Combat is indeed in progress. Wow. Hello. Who? What are you doing down here? I didn't move you down here, did I? Right, right, so we got E, we need P and W. Where are P and W? There's W. Now we just need P. I can't see them because of the bloody... Are you P? You're not P, you're Z. Z. P! There we go, there's P. Right. Come over here. Preferably on 2 action points. You can only get here. I hope I can jump you down. I can... Oh, I can jump you down. So, like, the reason we don't need to kill these is because once we pull the lever, they will just die. Come on, sir. Dora Rav, chest armor. You, right. Who's doing what? You're getting O. So we need P and W, which we are en route to do. There's P. And there is W. Oh, that's E, sorry. We done W. R. O. We have not done W. Where is W? I must be losing my mind. P. O. Let me. I want to select this lever. P O E. Here is W. I'm losing it, man. I'm losing it. B, C, F. We've been through all these before. U, P, S, O, M, L, G, R, D, B, J, I. What is going on here? Where the hell is W? K, H. Man, I know. Oh, God. Yes, yes. It's like right here somewhere. Wisdom! There we go, there's W. Right, I don't think you actually need to do anything then. See if we can kill these. They have burnt. They are deceased. Maybe they do die when you kill them, I don't know. It's gonna end your turn though. Gonna hit O.
Looks like that lever did something.
How many turns for your jump? 3. Come over here. Avoid the traps. Oh right, yeah, see they're respawning. Gotcha.
Pulling a lever invites magical translocation.
Yes, yes, that's fine. Do your worst, sir. Just hurry up about it. God. Spilling my drink all over my keyboard, that's not good. Because, you know, I'm a child and can't drink properly.
What just happened?
So, right.
Ah, pulling a lever invites magical translocation.
And he just killed himself. So E.
I heard gears moving.
And I can go and hit W as well. Oh, we haven't. Right, P. We still need to do P. Ow. Hopefully he's still got boots on that, won't slip. Ooh, he can slip. That's bad. That's very bad. Right, you know what? Just take these jokers out. But are you are dead. Okay. Oh, but like I want to get down there. It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. What if I... that's not going to work. And I totally whiffed. Totally whiffed. Right, so I need to find a way to... Oh, I can actually just walk over there. And I can do it. Excellent. So this should finish off the lever game. There we go. No. I want to loot these things. Ifan, man, this isn't the time to be sleeping on the job.
Trap.
Oh. No, go away. Ooh, a source orb. That could be helpful. If ever we're in a dire situation and need source. Sure, why not? Oh, all the traps are off as well. Excellent. I'm not going to waste my time doing all of them, but I do want to come over here and get this chest armor. Ora Rav. Wow. I'm going to be putting that on, I think. Excellent. Manage runes. I think I want fire resistance. Sure, why not? What about you, Red Prince? Is this better than what you've got? Hell no, it's not. If I can take that, please. Right, and let us move on. Onwards. No, nothing. Nothing. And nothing. Excellent. Room is done.
Must be getting closer to Lucian's crypt.
I'd like to think so. So I'm going to do a quick save here. And we will go down and see what... Oh, well, I suppose see what's down here.
The truth hangs heavy upon the air itself, unspoken. This is the point of no return. Somewhere beyond this point, you shall be undone, or you shall ascend. There is no middle ground.
Ha! Okay, so there's been several points in this tomb, I guess, where I've believed that we cannot go back. I think this is now that point. So, we have nothing left to do, no equipment to get, no spells to learn, nothing. We're going to go for it. You are ready for this. Step into your destiny. Oh my goodness, it's loading. Oh my god, we're here! Right, let us see what is going on. I see a couple of figures. White Magister marks a woman, a White Magister and a Mentalist. And a big old sauce looking chair. Oh god.
You come here often.
Hello.
I don't know what you did, but you just released a source blood. I thought I'd come and see what all the fuss was about. Should have known you were getting yourself into trouble.
Indeed, aren't I always?
Looks like the big moment has finally arrived. I will do everything I can to support you, Godwoken. I will pray for you. I think you'll need it.
Respond with gratitude. The prayer will inspire and strengthen you.
Don't underestimate the power of true prayer. This is a place of incredible power where a single prayer holds the weight of thousands. Your heart and soul will fill as quickly as they're drained.
Okay. That's a good thing, I guess.
Consider it a taste of your divine future. Prayer will enrich you, and your disciples will empower you, strengthen you, and trust you in all ways to do only what is right.
Sure, why not?
Of course, it's up to you whether or not to listen. I know how I'd respond, but you do you.
Sure.
Malady wearily chuckles to herself, then bows her head in a show of unexpected but sincere reverence.
Looks like my investment's paid off after all.
I need worship, only one divine, and I believe he stands before me now.
That's me, maybe?
You've shown me kindness in the face of my sins. My worship is the least I can offer.
Sure.
I've always preferred to be the one reaping the attention, but you've turned the tables. I suppose it's only right, seeing as how a new divinity may stand before me.
Now go. Rivellon needs a new divine.
Indeed it does. Okay, alright, okay. So we have revered. You feel the power of your allies praying to you. Their devotion is providing you with infinite source. Source point cost -3. So I have a little a little sin of my own to admit to is I've actually done this part twice already. The first time that I recorded this, my microphone about halfway through decided to conk out on me, so I had to do it again. And the second time I did it, I was an idiot and I didn't press the record button. So I do know how this is all going to play out. I do know sort of what I'm going to be doing. I'll explain the rest as we go along, but for now we have to go down here and talk to these people. Hello, Dallis.
God woken.
It is Lucian the Divine. He is alive in his dope-ass chair.
Dallis told me about you. You must be as hard as diamonds and twice as bright to have come so far.
Right, so an additional note to this is because I've done this twice already, I know what all the dialogue is. I am going to keep the dialogue up, but I am probably going to take the shortest path between 2 points, if that makes sense. Like, because there's still quite a lot of time left in this, and because my original video was 2 hours long, and I don't really want to be pushing 2 hours again, just because there's a lot of text in here that isn't really relevant. It's just sort of ramblings rather than actual proper story-based stuff. So I'm going to try and breeze through it as fast as I can.
Your divine welcomes you.
Surprise!
Lucian frowns at the figure, then bestows a benevolent smile upon you. All that you know of him flashes across the panorama of your mind. You open your mouth to speak.
Lucian, you lying snake! You betrayed me! You used me to bring death to my own people! And for what? To make the world a better place? Look around!
Ifan, my friend, there were many sacrifices that had to be made. You were but one. Each of them pained me, but I would make them all again.
Lucian, we should tell the Godwoken the truth.
Yes, I agree. It is time we dropped our masks.
Dallis nods, then reaches for the sides of her head. Where there was one face, suddenly there are 4. She takes off the mask of the shapeshifter.
She is an Eternal.
A skull is revealed, bejeweled and ancient as the void.
I am eternal.
Told you.
Surprise, surprise.
Remark that this clarifies very little. Demand an explanation.
Fear not, Godwoken. Dallis is on the side of all that is good. She is helping me rid Rivellon of the influence of the Source. Listen to her.
I shall tell you the tale as I told it to Lucian.
Sure.
Long ago, the Scholar Fane discovered that the veil between the world and the void was made of Source. Our 7 lords desired this power.
Of course.
Silence, slave. Our king forbade the 7 to reach for this power, but they didn't listen. Instead, they rebelled and sent the king and his people into the void.
With the Source, they stole from the veil. The 7 created the races so they would have worshippers.
Ask why the 7 lords would have needed worshippers.
During their lives, worshippers collect souls. When they die, the gods feed from them. It's an ingenious system.
Our souls are nothing but vats for the Source-hungry gods.
The 7 made a mistake. By taking its source, they tore a hole in the veil, and it is through this hole that the void finds its way into our world.
The 7's lust for power let in the void. Our goal is to close the hole they created, to restore the Source to the veil. When we are done, there shall be no more Source in the world. No more gods, no more worship, no more war, no more chaos, no more demons, no more Voidwoken. Rivellon will have peace at last.
Ask Dallis why she would betray her fellow Eternals.
My people cannot be allowed to return from the void. They are tarnished. They are Voidwoken. They can only bring chaos and death and...
There is more. but she hesitates to share it. Then she decides that she must.
I was but a child when the war started. The king, in his fury, separated my family and scattered us across the world to be entombed. He did this because it was my father who gave the Seven the secret of the Veil, against the king's explicit instructions. Ironically, the king's punishment is what saved me from the Void. Only a very few Eternals escaped banishment. Myself, my mother, and my father, the scholar Fane.
So yes, Fane is Dallis's father. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I did not see that one coming.
I seek vengeance against the king and the Seven, and I offer my father the chance to atone for his sins.
Dallis has her reasons, as you can see. I seek peace for Rivellon, and for myself. Her ambitions aligned with my own, and I always believed the goal justifies the means.
Wonder how they intend to achieve their ambitions.
While Dallis sought the Eterran, I started draining the gods of their source.
Slurp, slurp, slurp.
One more word from you, and I shall use the leash.
I had to hide from the gods. So I had the walls of this crypt equipped with tenebrium, and protections put in place. It worked. Everyone, even the gods, thought me dead. As divine, I was created, empowered to stop the Void. I was the avatar of the Seven, their strength and their weakness. My bond to them allowed me to drain them of their source.
Suggests that stealing the source of the Seven weakened the gods and allowed the Void Woken to appear.
Indirectly. And when the Death Fog was unleashed, many elves died. With fewer elves to worship him, Tyr Sandilius weakened. This gave the God King his first real foothold back in the world. To strengthen himself, he sent his Void Woken, the remnants of my people, to hunt down the sorcerers seeking to reclaim their source.
We turned the appearance of Voidwoken to our advantage. To fix the veil, all source needs to be removed from the world. Blaming the sorcerers for Voidwoken made them easier to capture.
The Eterran now contains almost all of the source the Seven stole. Soon, we will be able to heal the veil.
The Void shall be banished, and I, Lucian the Divine, shall return from the dead. A false divine, of course. I shall have no power. But the world will not know this. I shall demand peace, and we shall have it.
The plan is almost complete.
We have made so many sacrifices, Godwoken. All of us. Of ourselves and those we love. One last sacrifice is required. For the future of Rivellon. You must surrender your source.
Decide. Be the true hero and give up your source, or be forced to submit. Like a coward. Like a slave.
There is no other way. The source of the world is required to close the veil. All of the source. We only lack yours.
Note that giving up one source renders one a silent monk, a husk of oneself, a non-being.
As I say, one last sacrifice is required. Yours.
Remark that their plan means there shall be no true divine.
Good. You understand.
The world shall not know this. I shall return from the grave, a divine without power, yet all who desire power shall fear me. I shall carry the secret of my lack of divinity. Peace shall reign.
Note that Lucian's massacre of the masters and students at the academy wasn't really done to aid Alexander.
We already had more than enough Godwoken.
Another sacrifice I was forced to make. Those beautiful people. I was as kind as I could be. I promise you that.
More than enough. Far more. I will suffer him to live no longer.
Ifan unsheaths his weapon. He stands by your side with every muscle tensed, like a coiled spring. Fire blazes in his eyes as he looks to you for support.
Right, like I said, I have done this twice already. I kind of know how this goes. I've always chosen the first option. I've never gone with the second. And being true to my word, I'm going to go and support Ifan. The wolf is hungry. He has waited a long time for this. Allow Ifan his vengeance.
Ifan nods his thanks. He turns away just as you see the emotion rising in his eyes. Then, the coiled spring snaps, and he pounces upon Lucian like savagery incarnate.
Fight time! I have to say, I really like the music in this area. How it kind of overlays the sound effects of the abilities that we cast. It really adds an atmosphere to it. We carried on into what must be surely the Tomb of Lucian. Right, okay. End times. Inside we found that Lucian was alive. Along with him was Dallis and Vredeman. In fact, Braccus Rex. Lucian told us that we must follow our source to be purged, allow our source to be purged so that the world can be saved from Voidwoken. And Champion of the Gods. I finally confronted Dallis only to find that she is an ally of Lucian the Divine. All this time they have conspired to thwart the Godwoken in their own efforts to save the world. I am no champion, I am a pawn. And whilst that happens, while that's doing that, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to click that. And I'm going to click that, and then I'm going to start killing people. So, start with trying to take out... I want to go for Braccus Rex. He seems very tough. And Dallis is going to start hitting me. Ow. Throw that shield. And then knock them down, both of them. I can never remember what Erratic Wisp does. Is it something to do with dodging? Ow. Right, who has the least? I mean, these guys technically have the least, but I'm not too worried about them. Ooh, I could do an impalement. That will hit 3 of them. I'm basically just aiming for the 3 main people. Let's do an AoE as well. Oh, dude, I can haste. That's awesome. Right. So another note to add to this is that this is obviously because it's the end. This is the hardest game, hardest battle that we are going to face. I hit 3 of them. I can hit 3 of them.
I am Braccus Rex. I am the Source King. You shall not seal the veil, and I shall not be struck down. I call on the God King. Come, claim what is yours.
How? What? You are unleashed.
It's a bad idea, Dallis, trying to get the get Braccus Rex under your thumb.
Surprise, surprise, surprise. You left the leashing wand next to me, you stupid maggot. So accustomed had you become to me pretending to be your slave.
Kill him.
Do shut up, you tedious buffoon. And don't look so surprised. As if I would allow a bone bag to enslave me. Me!
This is really arrogant, isn't he? Address the cloaked figure directly. He is the Source King reborn, and his name is Braccus Rex.
Braccus Rex, you ignorant dog. Braccus!
That's what I said.
Kill him. Now.
Too late, you mouldering, blight-stained pigs. Grant me power, my ally. God King, I call on you.
Tell Braccus to shut his goddamned mouth. Ah.
You would interrupt Braccus Rex? You would interrupt the Source King?
Oh, whoops. I cut that end bit off. That was an accident. Ooh, at least he's right in front of us. Oh, wait, no, he does this, doesn't he? Yeah, of course.
Sends me a pet. What a fitting gift. Ruling the world with a bloody fist can be lonely. I needed a companion. Come to your father. Come to the Source King.
And this is the Kraken. As I said, I have done this twice before already. So with that in mind, I'm not going to try and kill that thing. Instead, I'm going to go after Braccus Rex. This bloody Kraken is summoning people we've already killed. Like the Sallow Man and Linda Kem. Airborne Plague. Plague is a very annoying ability. My issue with this fight isn't that it's hard, it's that there were so many enemies that it just takes so long for me to get my turn. It's ridiculous. Oh my god, see look, the Sallow Man goes twice. How dare he? Ooh. After all the Divine did, we could not suffer him to live. Ifan and I defeated Lucian. Did we? I mean, did we? It wasn't really us, was it? No! Hopefully this will hit... Oh, party's interrupted. Oh! No, let's do it. Let's see what happens when we do it. Ah. Hit the wrong people. But, never mind. Not a big deal. I really wish that still did damage. No! Don't attack me. See, that's really cool. Being an Eternal, she is able to... Oh, guy's dead. Is able to turn herself into a dragon. Ah. This isn't really what I want to do. I don't really have any other option. I guess I could go for the knockdown. Oh no, that's not going to work. Let's just blitz attack. And then I want to get next to the Sallow Man. Because he is one hell of a tanky mother. Oh, where did you come from? Hate this Kraken. Is it going to move? Yes, it can move. Yes, there we go. Where is he going? Tell me. Or, you know, make me do the camera work myself. Where is he? Where the hell is he? Oh, he's over here. Kraken? Oh, this is horrible. It's all cursed as well. All of it. I don't really know what to do here. I guess I'm just gonna have to do this. But like, you see my problem here is I don't know what to do. Get out of the fire. Yes! Go after Braccus. Ideally hit him. Yes, let the AI fight it out between themselves. Leave me be. Where is the Sallow? Hello, Sallow Man. There you are. I don't really want to use all of my... Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying quite a lot. I didn't realise how much damage I was taking. Come on, Braccus. That doesn't help me. It's still too far away. Thank God for that. Ooh, get dusted. Get dusted. Will you stop plaguing me, please? So that's one of the reasons I want to kill him first. Because he keeps bloody plaguing me. Ooh, Dallis, get him. Get him. That's buggy. No, don't attack me. Ah, sure. If I go here, and I hit the Sallow Man, I can. And then encourage, maybe? No, that's not going to do anything. Fortify doesn't do much. Oh, okay. Chameleon Cloak, set invisible for 2 turns. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's give it a go. Oh, how are you burning? Did you set yourself on fire? Red Prince is having a difficult time, isn't he? Oh, he's shocked, so I can't actually do anything. Oh no, that is actually incorrect. He is silenced though, so I want to get all up in Braccus's face. Oh, no, never mind. I'll just fall on the ground instead. What are you doing? Why are you falling? Get your ass up here. Get up here. You useless man. Why are you slipping? I don't understand. This is fire, not ice. Oh my days. This is taking forever. He does need some healing though. Ow. I'd appreciate it if you stopped. Oh my days. Hey, Tornado gets rid of Necrofire. That's interesting to know. Sallow Man, please die. Ooh, spontaneous combustion. That should... You're not doing a lot of damage, are you? Because... Actually, I don't know. Oh, damage minus 90% on his damage. That's too much. That's too much. Right, fine. Okay. We will do... Ah! I keep pressing the wrong bloody button. I do have restorations. That's good. Now I have to wait 1,000 years for these guys to have their turn. Don't do it. He did it. Ow! We don't have any plague on us, so we're not actually getting any damage loss. Is that the right turn of phrase? I don't know. What do I want to do? Well, first of all, I want to get out of the fire, so do that. Dude, I still have another action. Stop! My God, will you stop? The plague. I'm gonna have to use some healing to get rid of that plague stat. That's not gonna help me. Shoot you like that. I'm gonna use encourage. Marksman's Fang? No, I don't think that's necessary. Just shoot him. Oh, lovely. Why would you do that? I mean, it's good. Wow, you just healed him. Good job. Oh, never mind. He's on her team. I guess that makes sense. Yes! What was the point of that? I don't understand. Oh, I really wish I could get over there. Oh, I might be able to if I move here. Yes! I can't hit him, so bless yourself, son. Get rid of that curse. Oh, this Kraken. That's fine. We've got 3 guys on Braccus. He's going to go down pretty quickly. Assuming we don't die, of course. You're in a tough spot, aren't you? Like, oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. What is this? Soothing Cold. Do this. You're basically going to heal yourself. Healing Ritual. Oh, the Sallow Man's still here. So, sure, that should be enough. That is not enough. I thought healing got rid of. Oh, healing ritual doesn't get rid of it. That's my bad. Braccus, sir, prepare to meet your maker. I hope, at least. Could do a dome of... No, I'd rather just hit him twice, I think. Yeah, because he's definitely going to die. There you go, Braccus Rex is dead. Okay, we're still in a fight. Normally that finishes the fight. Oh, never mind. She's gonna die. But because we're gonna because she's going to die, I'm just gonna do that. What? I thought leveling up restored all of our health.
My time, it seems, is done.
Alvin.
I never possessed such mastery of Source. I can only hope your choice is wise and true, Godwoken. I have made mistakes, but wisdom and truth, these are still values I believe in, and always did.
Dallis groans in pain.
I have failed. The future of all that is rests on your shoulders.
Here we stand, once more on the cusp of divinity. But this cup, so long thirsted for, I willfully let it pass from me. All my life has been a lead-up to this. To be the King of Kings, God of Gods. I will not say it was in vain, but I will say it was vanity. If I were to chance upon my throne right now, I would sit down beside it, cast my glance to the horizon, and think of worthier things. I'd think of Sadher, my great love. I'd think of my children, their joyous dance through fiery skies. And of course, I'd think of you, of the adventures we had, of our unlikely yet heartfelt friendship. Yes, I'd sit there, thoroughly contented, and wait for you to ascend the throne.
Bow your head and say it's been an honor traveling with him. However, 2 seconds.
I know.
A mischievous smile.
But I do have to add, likewise.
So here we are. The end of it all.
The end of it all.
Ifan reaches out to hold your hand.
Nobody I'd rather see this whole thing through with. I trust you. I trust your judgment.
Squeeze his hand and say that you trust him too.
Ifan smiles and kisses you on the cheek.
Well then, let's do this. Together.
Yes, together.
Ifan keeps your hand held tight in his own as you stride, one damned intimidating pair, to what awaits. You think back on your journey here, on all you have seen, on how the Magisters hunted sorcerers who committed horrible crimes, and purged sorcerers who only tried to heal the sick. You think of how the Eternals unleashed void-woken horror on the world in an effort to reclaim it. You look at the source around you. You know that within your reach is divinity. You think of what you could do with such power. Seeing the vast quantity of source in front of you, you think you should be able to handle a couple of Voidwoken. You think of your personal problems. It's time to make a choice. A choice that decides the fate of Rivellon. And where do you stand?
Take a deep breath, then say it. You accept the power of divinity.
After all that you have been through, and all that you have done, all that you have become, the Aetheran lies in front of you. Divinity is yours to take, or to sacrifice. What you do next decides your own fate, and the future of the world. What shall you do with divinity?
Okay, so one of the reasons I let on that I've actually done this twice already is because I've done these first two options. I'm not going to do the third option just because I don't like the sound of that. But given that both outcomes of these first two, I know which one I prefer. I mean, both have their pros and cons. But as I've said from when Ifan first brought it up in Arcs, we are going to give the source back to all the peoples. Release divinity into the world when everyone is divine, no one is divine. That is the option we're going to go with. So let's go.
And so it ended. A tale that began with my own ill-fated attempt to rid the world of the Godwoken. When the dust settled, no new divine had risen. Instead, all source was released into the world for all the people and every creature to share. Everyone was now a sorcerer. And united, the peoples of Rivellon pushed back the God King into the very depths of the void. This ushered in a new golden age of peace and prosperity. But alas, it was not to last. With many greedy for wealth, power and position, the struggle soon began anew. Source, the very language of creation, was used in violence once more. The never-ending contest for power continued. As for me, my last hope of ever being freed of the God King's terrible tyranny faded when the Godwoken failed to seal the veil. An eternity of pain and suffering is mine, in service of the King, until the day I am freed, the day the God King returns.
Okay, so here we are, back on the Lady Vengeance. So, another part of the reason why I wanted to let on that I have done this before is because we don't need to talk to everyone here. You will see why at the end. But what I am going to do is I'm going to talk to my my fellow teammates. Let's go and talk to the Red Prince.
Well, well, look what the cat dragged in. A Godwoken. But what good is it to be Godwoken when Source is now a free-for-all, and there is no divinity to be had?
Say it feels good no longer to be Godwoken, but free instead.
Don't fool yourself. In the absence of a master will rise. King, God, there is still power to be had. As long as there is power, there is conflict. Source for all, it is but the dream of an idiot, who will soon wake to find his wrists in shackles. In that sense, I suppose I should look upon it all as an opportunity. People crave authority. They'll beg for a sorcerer king like me.
Sorcerer King? So he means to become a Red Rex, is that it? A second Braccus?
Please, I'm not a dilettante.
He sighs, which seems to ease his surly countenance.
But come. We've travelled too long by one another's side to end with an argument. We'll not part on bad terms, will we?
So, ask where he's heading.
Home. After all, I've dragons to raise. I need to teach them to be good boys and girls before they set the entire world on fire. There may be an accident or two along the way. Can't be helped, I'm afraid. I do so long to see my palace again. The Forbidden City. The scents of spices and incense. The sound of sitars in far-off rooms. To sit all day in perfumed shade and watch the white of the marble change with the journey of the sun. But above all, I long to be with Sadher. Long to finally have the time to love.
Wish him the brightest of futures.
Oh, but before you go, remember how when we first met, I took you by the jaw to inspect your teeth?
You slapped away his hand, if you recall correctly.
So you did, you little firebrand, you. Now, if you recall, as per your own testimony, you can groom, but alas, you've no culinary skills whatsoever, and you lack a sense of fashion. Far from ideal. Still, I'm nothing if not a tolerant man who believes in individual growth. I'm sure the journey taught you much. As such, I'd like to offer you what I denied you before. The opportunity to become my slave. What say you?
You know what? That sounds absolutely wonderful.
Well, that's settled then. You're very welcome to my house indeed. We'll feast and reminisce. But in the meantime, my boots are not going to clean themselves.
Ha! Yeah, you can do one. Right, let us go and talk to Ifan. Actually, we are going to talk to Han here as well. Because I've seen two endings to this, I don't know if me talking to him affects what ending he gets. But I believe everyone else is the same.
I feel weird, like I've got ants crawling in my belly. There is a matter I must attend to, however. My payment for all the stuff I've done for you. That'll be...
He taps his fingers and mouths silently while he counts, until he arrives at an acceptable figure.
1,300,000 dozen and 50 gold pieces. Now pay up.
Laugh and tell him you've got a better idea.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Jester, point out that being an adventurer is no laughing matter. You could really use someone to keep you cheered up.
Han ponders your suggestion for all of a second.
You got it. But you better believe the bill for that will be a doozy. Now let's see. A dwarf, a demon and a druid walk into a pub.
There you go. Han. Alright, let us go and talk to Ifan.
Ifan beams at you, his blood-streaked face more jubilant than you've ever seen it. He reaches out and pulls you into a bear hug, clapping you on the back.
We did it. The odds were against us. Hell, the gods were against us. And still we did it.
Ifan grasps your face in his hands and kisses you exuberantly. Sauce crackles between you and in the air all around you. The world has changed.
Now we'll see something. We'll see what happens when everyone can harness their own divinity.
Say that you can't wait to see that.
Me either. I knew it. From the first time I met you. I knew you were special. And this proves it. With a world full of sorcerers, we should be able to make short work of the Voidwoken.
Tell him you're more than ready for a peaceful world.
Ifan nods, but his mind is elsewhere already. He looks different somehow. A vestige of command has returned to this ex-soldier.
We'll need supplies. Source-forged steel, war owls, a central command from which to run sorties. What do you think? Is Arx the right location?
Seeing the look on your face, he laughs and shakes his head.
Old habits die hard, but I'm willing to bet these Voidwoken will die harder.
With that, Ifan embraces you fiercely. As your source mingles together, you feel the memories of your night together caressing your body. The world can wait just a little longer.
Right. We need to go and talk to Maladay. That's her name, isn't it? Yeah, Maladay. I mean, we don't have to go and talk to her, but we will. I should have done this while I was over here. God damn it. Those stubby little legs. Come on, man.
Malady stands tall and proud, sunlight sparkling off her mask. From here, she looks almost angelic.
Well, here we are again. You, me, and the ship I've saved from ruin for your personal benefit. I'd say you owe me, but why state the obvious? Get an eyeful. I expect it's the last we'll see of each other for some time. I have a lot of planning to do. Now that there's not to be a new divinity.
She drums her fingers testily on her crossed arms.
All that work, all that effort, tossed into the gutter like a malformed child.
Tell her the world is better off without an almighty tyrant.
You say that now. Let's see how you feel when you realize the true implication of a world filled with sorcerers. Never mind. I'll find another way. I always do.
She fingers the mask covering her face. For a moment, it seems as though she's about to remove it. But instead, she places a hand on your shoulder.
We've come a long way together. I did my best by you all the way. Sacrificed much. And I'd have given even more to see you fulfill your destiny.
She looks you up and down.
I guess this will have to do. Take a moment, why don't you? Relax. Enjoy. I certainly plan to do the same.
Tell her the Lady Vengeance looks as good as new. Ask how she managed to repair it.
The same way I do everything, of course. Demonic guile.
Okay. Ask where she plans to go.
Oh, I don't know. Around and about. Treat myself to some mead, a lover or 300. I'd say we've earned it. Perhaps our paths will cross again. Perhaps not. Until we find out.
Right, so, as I said, we don't need to talk to everyone on this ship. Because, what they tell us will be revealed anyway, so... I mean, it's basically just a case of hearing things twice, and that's a little annoying. So, we're going to go and talk to the figurehead. Hello, figurehead.
It gives me almost as much pleasure to speak to you as it does to be whole again.
Remark it is good to see her. The Lady Vengeance has been a dependable ally.
I will always be an ally to those that carry swords, to those whose blood is of the heroes of old, and so, as always, I am at the ready.
Nod silently. It's time to depart.
You look out to the endless beyond. The sun's light plays upon the waves, just as it always did. The sails flutter in the wind, just as they always will. And yet, something is different. You are different.
Right, there's going to be a cutscene now, so I'm going to shut my mouth and let it play.
And with a start, you realize where you must go next. You speak the command to the Lady Vengeance, and another chapter begins. The world was at peace, at least for now. With its significance as the seat of divinity diminished, Arx fell into decline, and within 7 generations had emptied. Few were as prepared for the new world as the lizardkin of the ancient empire. With power spread equally throughout the world, the advantage lay with those who knew how to steal it, and at this the lizards excelled. Justinia returns to her throne. Under her rule, the Dwarven kingdom prospered, until 2 years later a jealous lover stabbed her in the heart with a mutton fork. With their power returned, the elves reclaimed their lands from the Death Fog and began to rebuild. Soon they would split as 2 factions sought power, one to bring back the trees, the other to bring back the scions. A dwarven joke did the rounds. It ends with the punchline, "So Lucian dropped the Death Fog on them again." And in a dark forest on the far side of a desert, well beyond the high seas, the Black Ring came together once more. The island of Fort Joy, the old redoute of the Source King Braccus Rex, was turned over to the people of Driftwood to use as they wished. They turned it into a holiday resort. Reaper's Coast prospered. The fisheries returned, and the fertile farmlands produced the greatest harvests the surviving farmers had ever seen. Blood Moon Island became particularly fecund, its soil producing the greatest crops. A particularly crimson-fleshed orange grown on the island became a delicacy across half the world. The black pits took fire. The oil there burns still. Driftwood became a centre of industry, trade, and transport. Lohar became mayor, and Brayton Barnes grew rich, until, after a public argument over import duties, Barnes died in an accident, buried under several tons of fish, and also stabbed in the back with a gutting knife. Your lizard lover from the Black Bull Tavern finally returned to the ancient Lizard Empire, there to found the newest and most popular of all the houses, the House of Love. After a long and harrowing journey, Lovric the Waiter arrived in Sicil, where he opened a tavern. the meaty stew became famed almost as much for its food as it was for its greasy, abusive owner. Lagan left his over-demanding wife and began a relationship with a local bard. In the spirit of loving generosity, he returned the ring to his now ex-wife. In a fit of rage, she threw it into the sea. You would never forget Dorothea's kiss. Dorothea herself left Driftwood for the ancient empire, ever in search of the perfect kiss. She never found it, although once or twice she came close. The nameless isle had vanished. Although only open water remained, by instinct ships would steer clear. None of the captains could articulate why. Millennia later, adventurers would come in search of the legendary divine city of Arx and the crypt of the great Lucian. None would pass the path of blood. Sir Gareth thanked the surviving Seekers for their service and gave them their freedom. Disillusioned with the rising chaos, he set out alone to find a new purpose. He would never stop seeking. Young Han went into the theatre and became one of the realm's most popular actors. Almira and Mihaili settled in an abandoned homestead. The locals liked and respected Almira. She never wanted for help, and deals always fell to her favor. Outsiders were often suspicious, but no local would speak against her. With no new divine, Malady found herself in a predicament. She had an important problem to solve, but no ally strong enough to call upon, and so her search continued. Having performed the greatest act of necromancy in history, Tarquin found the new world unchallenging. He became obsessed with rumors of another plane of existence. One day he vanished and was never seen again. With the source released to the world, Ahu the wizard spent more and more time as a cat. One day he decided he would not change back. With Amadia silent, the priestess Gratiana left the swamps and re-entered the world. With more undead than ever before, she founded an abbey in the Dragonspine Mountains, offering them shelter from hatred and fear. Jehan, the demon hunter, found himself at a loose end. So, he opened a museum of demonic artifacts. After it burned down, with Jehan inside, witnesses claimed that the flames were the color of blood. As the forests grew anew and the elves were equals at last, Sahala shared elven knowledge of Source with the world. But some elves disagreed and plotted against her. Chief amongst her opponents was Tova, Sahala's own mother. With a small band of elves, Ifan ben Mezd replanted the lost elven forests. After the first fresh shoots broke the earth, he disappeared and was never seen again. Some say Afrit, his soul wolf, walks the forests still. The Red Prince came home a hero. With Sada, he had more dragons. Soon, Prince became Emperor, one who would not use his dragons for conquest. His realm knew peace, and the world did not burn. And then there was you. You returned to the world a sorcerer among many. Your future was yours to decide. Did you accept your new status with humility? Only you know the truth. Only you know if you atone for your sins.
Divinity 2, everyone. What an amazing game. Definitely top 10 2007. Man. I loved that. That was great. It's a great game. I suggest, if you haven't played it for yourself, I would suggest going over to Steam and buying it for yourself and giving it a go. It's a wonderful game. I loved it. However, that is going to do it for Divinity 2. If you have enjoyed this series as much as I have, please like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. It really helps me out. I hope you can join me for the next series. But until then, thanks for watching.